Hey everyone, today we're going to be reviewing McDonald's Signature Crafted Smokehouse Bacon Burger. As you can see right now, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Signature Crafted Bacon Smokehouse Burgers from McDonald's, ready to go. Just pick them up at the local McDonald's. And as you can see, we're going to review one today, and the other 4 will be frozen for specified amounts of time. In fact, 1 year, 10 years, 20 years, and 40 years, deep frozen to be reviewed at a later date and compared upon to the previous reviews that were done. This being the fresh one, and then for each one thereafter, the previous frozen ones from there. So, let's just take a look at the packaging real quick. You can see it's still got the the brown cardboard paper box. So they could have splurged more and got the white fully bleached cardboard box, but they're going for the brown at this current stage in McDonald's. Everything's brown. You can see their paper bag is brown. Their napkins are brown. At one point, all of these used to be fully bleached, but it's better for the environment, and it's cheaper for McDonald's as well. So, but as you can see at the top, signature crafted recipes, and they do have the signature crafted term trademarked. And you can even see a little knife and spatula done crisscrossed with each other, kind of like a classy kind of little insignia there. And just even the way this black on brown, it's clearly signifying the whole entire box and branding of this, that this is, while it is McDonald's, this is a step up and a premium version of what McDonald's can offer. Alright, so let's open it up, see what's inside. Okay. Alright, so one thing I'm noticing just right from the get-go is, you see that artisan bun right there. And it's got a nice little gloss to it. You can tell this is a much higher quality premium bun than what you would typically get with a McDonald's sandwich. And the other thing is, I've gotten these burgers in the past, and they come with a little like a little sleeve that the burger sits in. It would, for a bigger burger, it lets you eat it without stuff falling out from the other side as you try to enjoy it. In this, they've left this off. It'd be interesting to see if they left it off on every one of these, but on this one, certainly there's no sleeve. That is typically included with one of the more premium burgers if you order them from McDonald's. Now, just to list through the ingredients that we should expect to find according to what they list on their website for this burger. It's a crispy applewood smoked bacon. I mean, we can see some of that has even fallen off. You see it sitting on top of the sandwich, the crispy applewood smoked bacon. Now, what they list next is smoky bacon onion sauce. So I guess it's that yellow mustard looking sauce we can see planted at the top of the bun there. In addition, they list real white cheddar. So you can see that cheddar under all this. That's certainly not the typical yellow American cheese that they put on their sandwiches. That's what appears to be a white cheddar. And actually, what's being listed next is a mild sweet mustard sauce. So, I don't know if we got the smoky bacon onion sauce unless it's mixed in with this other sauce. Let's check the underside of the burger. Here, I'm gonna take this out of the box here real quick so you can get a better shot of this. Put the box over here. Now, let's see. I'm gonna flip it the other way and see if there's sauce on the back end of this thing. Oh yeah, yeah. So that under there, that's what we were looking for. This is the smoky bacon onion sauce right here, and you can see that is, that's a thick sauce. This is probably more akin to a spread than a sauce. You can see this is really just onions roasted in something. They've been cooked up really nice. You can see they're, yeah. I'm sure that's a. Oh yeah, that smells very smoky. It's been cooked in some sort of sweet sauce, barbecue type sauce, until the onions are very soft and translucent. And then kind of like mashed into a sort of paste and spread on the bottom. I'm sure that'll provide some good flavoring. Then the last ingredient they list is of course, what you've already seen, the crispy onion straws, and they said these are made in-house. So probably fried in the same fryers they make the French fries and chicken nuggets and all the other stuff. And you can see the artisan bun again from the outside. From the inside, you can see that there's a pretty good toast on that. And let's turn it over one more time just to get a better look at the actual beef patty that we've got with this burger. And you can get this in a double variety, where you get 2 meat patties stacked on top of each other. This is just the single. But you can see, this is the typical quarter pound patty from McDonald's. Same thing you would get on a quarter pounder with cheese. In fact, it's it does have that upgrade that they've been advertising in recent months about, it's fresh beef, so it's never been frozen. And yeah, we've already done a review on a quarter pounder with one of those, and they do in fact, have a better taste and are a little juicier than they were prior. So, and just to talk a little more about this burger and why we're doing this review today, I didn't originally plan to have this burger as the next review we did on this channel, but I found out earlier this week that McDonald's is discontinuing their signature crafted sandwich lineup. So they've decided to do that because it was slowing service times. So it was a more complicated burger to make. As you can see, this is a lot of ingredients to stack on top of each other and prep this up. So it was slowing times down even for people who did not order the signature crafted sandwich. Because maybe you might think that if you ordered the signature crafted sandwich, you would expect to wait maybe a little longer for that premium sandwich. But in fact, this was increasing wait times even for the people that did not order the premium sandwich. So that was not a good thing for McDonald's. It also complicated things in the kitchen and for the franchise owners. So that they're doing away with it, and what they're saying is they're going to do away with it to focus on their classic offerings. So their Big Mac, quarter pounder with cheese, and I hope what they mean by that is they're going to focus on it to make it a more consistent offering for their classic offerings. Just that they would be consistent in quality and prep across every store and every single time you go there, because sometimes you get a Big Mac and quarter pounder with cheese and it's great, and sometimes it's just made improperly, or it's cooked improperly, or any various means of things that goes wrong that makes it not taste as good. So if they could just improve the consistency, that would be the best thing they could do. In addition to shortening the wait times, that'd be great as well. What I kind of am weary against is that they do actual changes to the recipe that might seem to improve it. I reference back to Butterfinger and Ferrero purchasing the Butterfinger bar from Nestle, and how they supposedly have improved the recipe. But as you can see, if you go back to their Facebook page, even at this very moment, you can see it's gotten even worse since I made the last video about it. But people are not happy about that at all. It did not improve the recipe. It tastes a lot worse, in my opinion. So that's the risk you can have, the pushback you can have whenever you take a classic item that people have come to know and love and you decide to start tweaking it. Interestingly, they have already done this, because they took the patty that used to be frozen and now it's all fresh beef in their quarter pounder with cheese, and that's actually gone over very well. And in fact, even myself, I'm okay with that. I actually think that that's a subtle change that's not encroaching on any of the core aspects of the classic sandwich that they've offered us for years, but is making it better, just in a subtle way. So I was actually okay with that. But so if they can do more changes like that, that'd be fine. But we'll have to see. So and so this signature crafted lineup, you're going to see it start to disappear at these restaurants. And this was a lineup that you could get for either a beef patty, a fried chicken sandwich, or a grilled chicken sandwich. So this Smokehouse bacon signature crafted recipe could be applied to any three of those sandwiches: grilled chicken, fried chicken, or beef. And then again, you could even get this beef one in a double variety. They did not offer as like a menu option to get a double chicken breast or grilled chicken, but I'm sure, and if you went into it specifically and tried to customize it or asked specifically, they could add it as a la carte and add an extra patty on that. But the double quarter pounder Smokehouse bacon it's actually on the menu. You can see a picture of it even. So it's a more official offering, I would say. With all that said, let's just go ahead and give this a try, okay? I'm actually gonna cut this in half, just so we can see the inside just a little better before I take a bite. Here we go. Good cut on that. All right. Okay, so you can see, that this is a very complex and layered sandwich. I'm sure it'll be a cacophony of flavors. You can see that roasted onion on the bottom, the beef patty sandwich, which is cooked all the way through. Important to check because, sometimes they cook these quarter pound sandwiches on the 1/8 pound patty setting on their grill, and while it looks cooked from the outside, you'll see it's actually very raw on the inside, and you can see they did not make this mistake this time, so that's great. Yeah, so this looks great. Let's go ahead and give it a try. Even though the star of this burger is that fresh, never frozen beef quarter pound patty, it tastes so different than just a regular quarter pounder with cheese. All these added ingredients, they really meld well together. Let's get another bite. Yeah, that time I definitely got much more of that mild sweet mustard sauce, and that really just even puts it on the next level. The onion straws are crunchy, adding a good, excellent texture contrast within the burger as you eat it. The applewood smoked bacon is great, although it's difficult. They were kind of in pretty large little hunks, so it's probably like 3 large pieces of bacon. So it's difficult, unless you bite down really hard, that you don't just get one of the large pieces of bacon in one bite that drags out of the sandwich with the first bite. But that's a common occurrence. Let's see. So let's try another bite of this. Yeah, this is excellent. If this was the same price as a quarter pounder with cheese, I'd probably get this most every time, unless I had a craving to just taste that classic sandwich that I remember from before. But which I would do from time to time. But if it was the same price, I would get this probably most of the time because this is just an excellent, I think, improvement in almost every way. However, with an important point, this is not the same price as a quarter pounder with cheese. In fact, I just want to point out it's unreasonably more expensive than a quarter pounder with cheese. When you buy them in multiples. So if you're buying 2 signature crafted bacon smokehouse burgers from McDonald's, you're talking, it's going to be between $5 and $6. Whereas to buy 2 quarter pounders with cheese at this moment, if you use the 2 for $5 special, is only $5 or $2.50 per quarter pounder with cheese. So in fact, you are paying over double the price, even though you're getting the exact same beef patty. you're paying over double the price just to have a different slice of cheese and to have all these other ingredients added to it with the artisan bun. So, you know, I think they're certainly improving it, but I don't know if they're making it twice as good. So, that'd be my only complaint. Yeah, but, you know, it's not really something that anyone will have to worry about too much longer, as, you know, they're discontinuing this lineup. So, you know, and throughout the time of having this lineup, it hasn't only been the Bacon Smokehouse burger. It's been some sort of mushroom Swiss. They've had a bunch of different varieties that have come and gone. Usually there's only about 2 different recipes that remain throughout any given period of time, but there's usually some sort of bacon barbecue version that's been on since this lineup was introduced a year or 2 ago. Yeah. Okay. So let's go on to the next part of this video, which is to show on camera the preservation and wrapping and airtight sealing of the other 4 signature crafted bacon smokehouse burgers from McDonald's. So this will show when 1 year, 10 years, 20 years, and 40 years from now that we, you know, in fact, did have these frozen, and it's a true, legit review that many years later of a frozen sandwich, and to see how it's held up and see, you know, how it tastes, you know, many years after it was discontinued. So, here, let's start with this one. Start with a layer of plastic wrap. I guess the camera's running out of battery, so we're going to need to set up a charger here so it doesn't run out of juice. Apologies for that. And let's see, we actually got an extension cord. Plug it into that so you can have some mobility. Alright, and there we go. Now the camera is charging and it won't run out of batteries. Okay. Alright, so I'm going to start with a layer of plastic wrap on this one. You know, it's always a nice, complicated process of, well, it's a give or take, you know. Alright, so your apparently video stopped recording whenever you receive a FaceTime call, so now we know that. So we'll have the iPhone on airplane mode in the future to prevent that. But so sorry for the interruption. What I have done now is just had the first McDonald's Bacon Smokehouse Burger, quarter pounder, wrapped up in 1 layer of plastic wrap. And now we're going to continue on with that to a layer of aluminum foil. Alright, there we go. Another layer of plastic wrap here. And another layer of aluminum foil. Now a quart-sized freezer Ziploc bag. Try to squeeze as much air out of there as I can. Then I'm going to put this back in the box it came in. And again, we're lucky to make these boxes you know, bigger than they actually need to be for the sandwich themselves. You know, like it almost seem like you're getting more food than you are, but now it fits it with all the packaging there, so that's good. Now we're actually gonna wrap this packaging up with the burger inside, with again a layer of plastic wrap. Gonna need a little more for this one. Alright. And now finally, I'm going to take it, put it in a gallon Ziploc bag, freezer bag, with today's date on it, April 30th, 2019. The contents inside, a McDonald's signature crafted Smokehouse bacon burger. And the number of years it is to be frozen until being opened up and reviewed again, 1 year. Now for number 2. Well, really number 3 if you consider the one we've already eaten part of. Yeah. So, get a layer of plastic wrap out. I can't get these onion straws back on here. There we go. Good seal there. So that's 2 layers of plastic wrap and aluminum foil. And I put it in a quart size freezer Ziploc bag. Now to put it back in the box from which it came. And now to wrap the box. Got a little tear in the aluminum foil over there. Gonna just put a fresh layer on that. All right. Now, a gallon Ziploc freezer bag with today's date, April 30th, 2019. The contents inside: a McDonald's signature crafted Smokehouse bacon burger, and the number of years to be frozen until it is to be thawed and reviewed again, 10 years. Number 3. And again, just note that it does appear that all of these burgers are going to be lacking the sleeve that typically comes with these. Put this little piece of bacon back on there, as you can see. Hey, sorry for the continued interruptions to this video, but that time, in fact, the phone we were using to record the video with ran out of storage space. So, I again apologize for the disruptions during this, action-packed, very exciting portion of the video, so just kind of bear with us there. But, as you can see, all you missed out on was that I had wrapped this aluminum foil around this plastic wrap layer, single plastic wrap layer around this quarter pounder Smokehouse signature crafted bacon McDonald's sandwich. And in fact, I even went so far as to I unwrapped it from the aluminum foil because that did not get recorded. I didn't want y'all to miss out on that. So, here we are. So now you can see it actually get wrapped up. All right. Actually recording this on a different phone now. It's actually the same model of phone. It's an iPhone 7, but just actually has storage space. So let's go to the plastic wrap there. Then the final aluminum layer around the sandwich itself. Alright, I'm actually going to get a napkin here. I'm going to wipe off some of this this mustard here that got stuck inside the box. Make sure we have a clean box for this to rest in for 20 years. Go. Got that. Alright. And lest we forget, the quart size freezer Ziploc bag. Now to put it back into the box from which it came. There we go. I'm actually considering doing 2 layers of plastic wrap and aluminum foil on this one, just since it's gonna have to survive 20 years in the freezer. You know, might need it. Need that little extra layer. I will go ahead and do that extra layer. Can't hurt. Yeah. Now the gallon size Ziploc bag with today's date, April 30th, 2019. The contents inside a McDonald's signature crafted Smokehouse bacon sandwich. And the number of years it is to be frozen until being reviewed again and thawed out, 20 years. Now for the final one. Let's see. Yep, and again, so that's all 5 of the Smokehouse signature classic sandwiches, and you can see none of them had the sleeve, so you know that's all right. Just kind of center up all the ingredients on this. Oh, that's a good one. A lot of onion straws on this one. Go. And the quart size regular Ziploc bag. Spare out of that. Back into the box in which it came, and I will also wipe a little bit of this. Looks like some of the onion, that roasted onion. Okay. And I will, of course, give this one the same extra layers I gave the last one, since this will actually be for 40 years. All right. So let's see if this will last 40 years in our freezer. And finally, the gallon Ziploc freezer bag with today's date, April 30th, 2019. The contents inside: a McDonald's signature crafted Smokehouse bacon burger, and the number of years to be frozen until being thawed and reviewed again, 40 years. Alright, and I guess that's gonna conclude our video today of the review of a McDonald's signature crafted Smokehouse bacon burger. In fact, we've preserved 4 frozen to be reviewed at a later date, and we actually reviewed 1 fresh, straight from the store. So I guess that's gonna be it for today. I hope that you subscribe and you're around for the next 1 year. 10-year, 20-year, and 40-year review of this sandwich. See how it holds up in the freezer for that long. Alright, thanks for watching. Bye.